Hey everyone, I apologize about the small delay. I This time around, I thought the POV meeting would be fast for 1984. It was not at all. So now we're here. As I'm slowly managing to send out the link to everyone, we will get started. I'm also going to remind everyone of the live night that we're doing on the 5th. Yeah, a small live night. We're still figuring out the time starting between 8 and 10. We are just going to have a grand old time. The tribes will compete, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to give it till we hit 2 minutes, just so everyone can join really fast. I think I left the Zoom call. So today's challenge was actually one of these simpler ones. Each tribe was presented with 9 puzzles, and simply put, best time got 2, middle tribe got 1, and worst slowest time got 0. And when those are added up, the tribe with the lowest score will be heading to tribal. In the event of a tie, all of the times will be added up, and the worst time will go home. If we still are tied after that, I'm just going to die. Anyway, on that regard, we are going to move into our first puzzle. So, just so you all know how I physically did, how big the puzzles were, if you add up all of the letters, A being 1, B being 2, C being 3, I tried to get it around that. So if anyone managed to catch on to that, congratulations, you figured out how big the puzzles were. The pieces were just in order that was presented on Jigsaw Planet. Anyway, we will start with Limbo. Limbo was a 51-piece puzzle. Well, close to 51. And last place was Connor, scoring 22 minutes and 35 seconds. Second was Jay with 7 minutes and 51 seconds. And finally was Maynard with 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Meaning we are currently at 0, 1, 2. Moving on to our second puzzle, Lust. Lust was a bit more involved. In last place, we had Jake S. with about 12 minutes and 15 seconds. In second, we had Tyler with 8 minutes and 28 seconds. And in first place, we had Maynard once again with 6 minutes and 56 seconds. So we are now with Tuwadi in the lead with 2, Kubo in the lead with Tuwadi in the lead with 4, Kubo in the lead with 2, and Uahi currently going to tribal with no points scored. Moving on to our next comp, Gluttony. Gluttony was the largest puzzle available. Ironically enough, it was a fat-ass puzzle. The slowest to complete it was Blake, clocking in with 33 minutes and 46 seconds. The next slowest was Tim with 13 minutes and 12 seconds. And finally, Rachel managed to completely demolish the puzzle in 7 minutes and 49 seconds, meaning Tuwadi once again is in the lead with 6, Kubo is safe with 3, and Oahi is currently going to tribal with 0 points. There's still time to change that around, though. Greed was the smallest puzzle, ironically enough, and last place for the first time was Kubo with X, clocking in at 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Then was Zaki with 3 minutes and 49 seconds. And finally, Jake S. managed to dominate this puzzle, getting 3 minutes and 19 seconds, meaning, unfortunately, the standings don't change that much. Tuwadi still has 7, Kubo has 3, but Awahi is getting very close to catching Kubo with 2 points. Next, we move on to Anger. Anger was one of our smaller puzzles, and it was still a good puzzle. Surprisingly enough, Anger worked really well. It's just the river sticks. Anyway, Jake A, unfortunately, was the slowest with 8 minutes and 4 seconds, followed by Keaton with 5 minutes and 25 seconds, and then Rachel once again was in first place with 3 minutes and 55 seconds, meaning we now have Tuwadi completely in the lead, and by this point, virtually safe from going to tribal, while Kubo and Awahi try and fend for the scraps. Heresy is next up. It was one of our larger puzzles, and, I really did like this puzzle. Apparently, you just burn in stone coffins for your whole life, which, yeah, it sucks, but, it could be worse. Last place was Jessie with 12 minutes and 7 seconds. Following her was Madison with 10 minutes and 27 seconds, and in first place was Tim with 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Good job, Tim. Tuwadi once again has 9. Kubo manages to extend their lead with 6, and Awahi is still coming at them with 3. Violence is the third to last puzzle. I'm pretty sure third to last. Yeah, violence, fraud, treachery. God damn it, Keaton. So, violence was one of our largest puzzles, and for good reason. It's a long-ass word. In last place was Pietro with 21 minutes and 28 seconds, followed up by Madison with 13 minutes and 59 seconds, and once again, Tuwadi completely extends their lead with 10 minutes from Jerry. Good job, Jerry. We are now at 11 points from Tuwadi, and Awahi, once again, is closing that gap and is only going to need these last 2 puzzles to make sure they are not at tribal, although Kubo still has a good amount of distance in front of them. And going into fraud. Fraud was one of our smaller puzzles, and had a good amount of had a nice demon in the middle. I like that demon. I call him Todd. Anyway, in last place was Jerry with 3 minutes and 15 seconds. In second was Ned with 2 minutes and 53 seconds, and in first place was Tim with 2 minutes and 18 seconds. This puzzle was a lot easier, and I don't know why. Maybe it was because of the piece sizes. I don't know. It's actually something interesting to look into. But, unfortunately, results are pretty predetermined at this point. Tuwadi has 11 points, completely safe. Kubo has 8 points, and Awahi has 5. Going into our last puzzle, Treachery, surprisingly not our biggest, but still a decent size. Last was Ned with 14 minutes and 25 seconds, followed by Tim with 10 minutes and 27 seconds, and finally, Rachel rounding us all out with 4 minutes and 53 seconds, meaning that we have Tuwadi at 13, Kubo at 9, and Awahi at 5. Now, we know how this goes, but we're still going to do it anyway for tradition. Tuwadi, once again, congratulations. You guys fucking got this down. Seriously. Out of the possible 18 points, you got 13. That is incredibly impressive. You guys should be proud of yourself. You're through to the next round. Following, Kubo, you guys are safe with 9. Not a bad showing at all. You guys still managed to rock house. But unfortunately, we do have to damn someone, and in this case, that is Awahi. Awahi, unfortunately, 5 points wasn't good enough here. We need you to discuss a time for tribal today. ironically enough, it has turned into the 4th today, but we need you to discuss a tribal for this evening, 11-4. Everyone else, stay tuned. As you know, we do have your live night, so if you are not at tribal, congratulations, you get the day off tomorrow. Although we would like if you guys could, get together. What time would be good for that live night? Like 8, 9, 10 to start. It's going to take at most an hour and a half to 2 hours. However, I would expect it to be closer to an hour. I wish everyone the best of luck, not only with your next challenge, but with the future of this game. And specifically to Awahi, unfortunately, one of you will not make it to that live night. We got to figure out who that is. We'll see you tonight. Good luck, everyone. And remember, be kind. For the love of God, just be kind to each other.